What's up, guys? Motonosity here. Had a discussion on one of my videos. It may have been my last one. I can't remember which one it was, but I'll put a link to that above in case you want to go check that out. A discussion on riding position or lane position and where you should ride. I think it was Midwest Vlogger who made the comment on the video. I guess for most of the video I've been riding here in the center of the lane. And so you can split up, for those who don't ride or just haven't thought about it. With a motorcycle, obviously you have a lot less size than a car, so you can basically split up the lane into three individual lanes within the lane. You got obviously left, middle, and then right side. And I guess in that video I had been riding in the middle. And he commented to say that you should always ride on the left side of the lane. And then he gave reasons, which are good reasons, and the reasons that you should ride in the left lane. But it spurred on a long comment thread between him and someone else. I think there may have been someone else in it, discussing whether you never should ride elsewhere in the lane or just rarely ride elsewhere. So I'm going to kind of go into that. One, most of the time riding in the left lane is the best decision. And again, for those who are in countries where you drive on the opposite side of the lane, or opposite side of the road, fans in the UK, just flip-flop it. When I say left, I mean right, and when I say right, I mean left. So just keep that in mind. For the people who are riding right side of the street, that's how I'm going to be talking. So most of the time you can ride in the left side of the lane, or you should ride in the left side of the lane, especially on one-way streets, or not one-way streets, but single lanes both ways. Because if people coming this way are going to be turning to the left, if you're in the left side of the lane, they have the best visibility of you. So as you can see, I've got people in front of me. If I'm sitting over on the right side of the lane, those people coming this way can't see me on the right side of the lane. And obviously everyone in this intersection is watching me just play with my arms. So we'll deal with that. So as you can see, he's turning left. Say this car in front of me was the only car around. If I was hiding out on the right side of the lane, he wouldn't be able to see me, and so he'd think, oh, after this black car I can turn left. Where in reality, I'm sitting there, and he's going to turn, and I'm going to be there, and there's a possibility that he'll hit me. So when you have one lane both ways, you should always be on the left side. Switch, gosh. When you're in my situation, and you have two lanes, you should be in the left side when you have someone in front of you. But if you don't have someone in front of you, you should be switching over to the right side of the lane. And why is that? Because, one, you don't need to be on the left because no one's in front of you. You don't have to worry about people who are coming the other way and might turn left. You don't have to worry about them not seeing you because there's no one in front of you. Instead, you want to do what's called lane blocking, and you're essentially blocking people from coming into your lane. So say that black car wasn't here. If I'm over here on the right side, this person on the right is far less likely to switch over into my lane. So I'm giving myself the best opportunity to hold my ground, I guess. So if you don't have anyone in front of you, keep on the right side. It also gives you more area, so say one of them does try to move over, I have the space on the left side to move. If I'm sitting over on the left side and I've got no place to go and someone starts moving into my lane, I have nothing I have no room to go, so I'm kind of just a sitting duck, and I either have to brake really quickly or accelerate really quickly, depending on how soon before they notice they're switching into your lane. The other reason you should stay, or the reason you should stay on the left or right, is, as you might be able to see, all this crap from the cars that's sitting in the middle of the lane. It's not, I don't think it's as crucial as they make it out to be, and that's why I kind of waver into the center of the lane sometimes, just out of comfort. But around intersections, it is a big deal, and in the rain, it's a big deal. You should never ride, in my opinion, never ride in the center of the lane when it's raining, because you already have these tracks that the wheels of cars have left, so you don't have to worry about hydroplaning as much. So never ride in the center in the rain. Rarely ride in the center other than that, but not as crucial as it's made out to be, but still a good safety measure if you want to follow that. On the highway, follow the same rules that I mentioned of one lane, 2 lane, depending on how many you have. If you have 3 lanes, you should always ride, or try to always ride in an outside lane. Now, this isn't always realistic. Sometimes you're not going to be able to, especially if you're in a state where they crack down on. Sorry about my blinker, guys. Don't get your panties in a bunch on that one. In some states, they crack down on only using the left lane for passing, so it's not always realistic. But when you can, it's best to operate in one of the outside lanes, left or right, and not the center lane. And I'm talking about physical lanes, not divisions in one lane. If you're in the left lane, you're going to want to be in the right side of that left lane. Guys, let me over. If you're in the right lane, you're going to want to be in the left side. And it's the same reason that I mentioned before on a two lane road, is that you want to be lane blocking. You want to prevent people from coming into your lane. If you're on the left side of if you're in the left lane and you are in the right side, you're blocking these people on the right side from coming into your lane. And going back to staying in the outside lanes, you're doing that because you only have to worry about people from one side. If I'm in the left lane on the highway, I only have to worry about people on my right side. So it just gives you a better opportunity. And again, that's a situation where it's better to ride in the right side of the lane. So I hope that covers it. I hope that gives you guys an idea of where you should be riding and when. As a rule of thumb, you can most of the time ride just in the left lane, or left side of the lane, but it's not a never kind of thing. There are situations where you should be riding in the right side of the lane. You just have to get used to always being aware and keeping yourself safe, giving yourself the best opportunity to have space in case someone starts moving into you. So, videos every Thursday. Be sure to subscribe so you can get all of my videos. Go ahead and like me on Facebook and Twitter. Those links are below. And I'll see you guys next week. Thanks.